Good morning, students. In previous lecture, I have discussed about the Supreme Court as well as High Court. Today, we will discuss about the subordinate courts. Subordinate courts are the lower court at the district level and below. They are supervised and controlled by the High Court of the concerned state. All the subordinate courts or the lower courts are supervised by the High Court of particular state or of the concerned state. They are the civil courts, criminal courts and revenue courts. And besides these lower courts, there is a provision for Nyay Panchayat and Lok Adalat also. Now, what do you mean by the civil courts? The highest civil court in a district is called a district court. The judges of these courts are appointed by the governor in the consultation with the High Court. All the civil matters pertaining to property, contracts, agreements, landlord-tenant disputes which do not originate in the High Court are heard in the district courts. Now, criminal courts. For criminal cases in a district, the highest court is the court of the session judge. Below this court, there are courts of magistrate of first, second and third class. In big cities like Delhi, Kolkata, first class magistrates are called metropolitan magistrates. Now, revenue courts. Revenue courts deal with cases of land revenue in the state. The highest revenue court is the Board of Revenue. The Board of Revenue is the highest revenue court in the district. Under it are the courts of commissioners, collectors, tehsildars and assistant tehsildars. The Board of Revenue hears the final appeals against all the lower revenue courts under it. Now, Lok Adalat. It's very important, Lok Adalat, my dear student. The term Lok Adalat means People's Court. It was in 1985 when the first Lok Adalat was held in Delhi. Keep in mind, the first Lok Adalat was held in Delhi in 1985. My dear students, the process of imparting justice is very lengthy and expensive. You know very well. It is becoming out of reach of the common man. So to provide legal aid to those people who are not in a position to hire or engage lawyers or bear the expenses of legal proceedings. So to simplify the legal procedures and to provide speedy justice, Lok Adalat have been set up. To provide speedy justice, my dear student, Lok Adalat have been set up. The Lok Adalat is normally presided over by a retired judge. In Lok Adalat, no advocate or pleader is allowed to argue the case because the disputing parties plead their case themselves. The work in the spirit of compromise and understanding which makes both parties full satisfied, and they deliver inexpensive and fast justice. They help in reducing the workload of other courts also. So it is very helpful for common people and poor people, of course. Now, public interest litigation. What do you mean by public interest litigation, or PIL? In short form, we can say PIL. PIL, or public interest litigation, now it's a legal tool which is available in the hands of people, the common man, to use it in public interest. A legal action initiated in a court for the enforcement of public interest in which their legal rights or liabilities are affected. So, if you feel that there is a public interest which is being harmed, there is a public interest which need to be protected, you can file a case. You can file a litigation in Supreme Court and High Court, my dear students. So dear student, you know that normally people go in the courts for cases related to their own individual interest. But what about the people at large, the common man, who will fight for his justice? Who will fight? So, this is one tool in the hands of people, in the hands of common people who can get justice in the public interest. So, my dear student, any person from the public, whether affected or not, may write an ordinary letter or even a postcard drawing the attention of the High Court or the Supreme Court towards any matter of serious public importance. Any people, you or me, you can write any ordinary letter to drawing the attention of the Supreme Court or High Court, but matter of public importance. For example, if people are facing any problem such as pollution, construction of roads, unsafe transport system, infrastructure, schools, hospitals, or one may write about the inadequate and unsafe transport system, or supply of unhygienic drinking water, or about the exploitation of children and women in a particular establishment. It's very important, my dear students. If the court is convinced that the matter is of public importance, it will take up and decide the case. So, my dear student, public interest litigation is a novel idea. It helps the poor, the illiterate, and the ignorant. It seems that PIL has served the purpose for which it was devised and has proved to be a boon for the common man. Now, my dear students, the chapter is over. Thank you and have a nice day.